Okay, friends, as you know, I love my wine, but the doctor said, John, you gotta take care of your liver. I was like, okay. So I've been taking the doctor's advice. I gotta take care of my livers. So I did some research. According to the mycology research, winter oyster, this is what we have in dry format. This is my winter oyster. They say winter oysters is really good in um, liver function healing and reducing the fatty liver. So me being slightly overweight, yep, I admit it. The winter oyster supposed to be really good for me. And also here we have winter oyster, and we got turkey tails. So both of this, I find it really surprise. Their taste mature and become much more potent and flavorful once they're aged. Just like good wine. This two of my stashes has been aging for over a year in my storage, and this video is dedicated for Sarah, my friend who lives in Whistler. Basically, this is an instructional video or a sample of the video on how I drink and brew my hot water decoction. So basically, what you need is a handful or a small, half the palmful of winter chanterelle. Same amount of turkey tail, so half and half. This is just stacked together to make it look bigger, but yeah, and then you need a hot water kettle, or you could use a regular, just like cooking soup. You put it on low simmer and cook it for preferably cook it over an hour. But the winter oyster and turkey tail, with this mixture you could make tea. You could have several brews. So one after another, you could probably have 3 to 4 times reboil to still have the medicinal value coming up. I'm just a little bit lazier. I didn't break down the mushroom. Technically, you should maybe use a coffee grinder or chop it up in smaller pieces, or a magic bullet to break it down to fine powder. What that does is it gives you more surface area for the and cell membranes to be broken down, so that the nutrients could be released into the hot water. The water soluble nutrients can seep out and become absorbable in a tea format. But like I said, I'm just a bit lazier, so I typically do this. But for optimal result, you should break it down into smaller pieces, so the cell wall structures are more broken down, and that'll be better, and getting your medicinal value. So as you can see, the water is starting to boil. You can see the water slightly turning to green, and that's normal. Yellowish green with a blue light. It looks like it's glowing. So this is normal, and that's part of the winter oyster. that is leaching its original color into the hot water bath. The the turkey tail, once you aged, as you can see, here you go, the surface area becomes more yellowish. Here you go. So as you can see, it's much more yellow compared to when they're fresh. Usually the turkey tail, when they're young, it's fresh and really white. There, let me shine some light on it. So it has a yellowish tone once it's aged. The longer you age it, the more yellowish. And what it does is it will turn the tea into a yellowish tint with the color. So I'll pause it and I'll wait, and we will continue further. I'll show you guys further along when the tea is brewing, and see how the color changes. Okay guys, here we go. I have finished my witch brew. There. Turn it off. As you can see from before, the color changes. Woo! There you go. So, shine a little bit of light on it so you guys can see exactly how it turned. So you can see the water, the tea has the more brown, darkish color came out. So that's a good sign. So Sarah, don't worry. This stuff is good for you. Let me see. There you go. 1 cup for me. And 1 cup for you guys. So, ooh. Be careful that this is really, really hot. So drink your tea carefully. So, turn around and show you guys. There you go. Wow, it has a really strong mushroom smell, and a little bit of Asian Chinese medicine smell to it because of the turkey tail. It's a type of polypore, so typically polypore are more bitter, but turkey tail is on the lighter side, so it makes it fairly pleasant tasting. Be careful. So with the winter oyster, it actually gives it a slight sweetness, a hint of sweetness. So if you are afraid of bitter tea, or if you like your tea slightly sweeter, we recommend adding honey. But to me, this is just perfect. I know after being spending a whole day out mushroom picking or foraging, coming back home with a nice hot cup of tea warm us up. It's a very warm and fuzzy feeling, especially during the holiday season. So I hope you enjoy my tea here. And here you go. That's the color that you're looking for. Very nice. And as you do your second, third, fourth brew, the color would tend to get lighter and lighter. And typically with the medicinal mushroom class that I took, they said we should brew this slow heat in the in a pod, non-reacting pod, for at least 1 hour. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just lazy, on the go guy type of guy. So with the hot kettle brew, like I said, let it cool down first, then you reactivate it and get that second brew going. So if you could do it 2 to 3 times, that counts as one brew. Okay, so second, after you finish all this, add some more water. Do it the same process, 2 to 3 boil. Let it boil. Let it um, get the heat up. As you can see, my kettle tend to get too excited. So be careful with your hot water kettle, because that might happen to you. Okay, so make sure you let it cool off before you redo it again. That will make sure the medicinal factors and nutrients get fully extracted from the tea. There you go. Those are beautiful turkey tail having a hot bath there. You know, they're enjoying the hot bath and we're enjoying the tea, and it's good for our health. Well, happy foraging and best of health to everybody. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the try out the recipe, and hopefully this will be rejuvenating as much as it's for me. Okay, thank you. Take care.